Hi children, we all are supposed to see our next exercise, correct? So in the last class, we have been dealt about the exercise number 1.2. Today we need to go for the exercise number 1.3. That all is right. So but what all you have been studied in the 1.2 exercise, you know it. You have been done a homework, correct? So now before we switch on to the exercise number 1.3, we need to see few of the basic things. Little I have been explained in the last video, correct? About it, decimal expansions. Okay, you know in the previous grades how to make the given rational numbers to express in the decimal expansions. Okay, so there are few types of a decimal expansion. One is a terminating, one more is a non-terminating, then again non-terminating and recurring, then again few more. Okay, so in those things we have to give with some of examples. Okay, I need to understand you people with a few things like what is terminating. If you maybe forgot, right? So according to that, I go for the one of the question. Like just example it is. So first question, I take it over here as a 14 divided by 4. Okay, so I take here 4 as a divisor, 14 as a dividend. Okay, so 14, 4 how much? 4 3s are 12. 14 is not there now. That is the reason. So 2 remain. Okay, 2 is less than 4. We cannot. So that is the reason what I am going to do. I put a point, then I take a 0 over here. The next in 4 table 20 is there. Yeah, surely it is there. How much? 4 5s are 20. What I left with? 0. So the decimal expansion of 14 divided by 4 is equal to 3.5. Sir, what is decimal expansion? Here is a decimal number, no? It is been expressed right. So it is called as a decimal expansion. And the type of a decimal expansion is terminating. Why? Because at the end, we got the remainder as 0. If we get the remainder as 0, then it is called as a terminating decimal expansion. Children, see here, it is not 5, it is 4. Okay, while mentioning you have to be very careful. Why? Because 14 divided by 4 na, 14 divided by 4 is 3.5. It is a terminating decimal expansion. Second one, that is the question I am going to write it off. That will be taking here u as 35 divided by 6. Okay, so 6 is a divisor and 35 is the dividend. Okay, you know 6 children, 6 tables, no children. Okay, 6 how much? 6 5s. Very good. 6 5s 30. How much remain? 5 remain. Okay, 5 is less than 6. So what we have to do? Okay, we have to put a point, take a 0. Then it will become 50. So the next it is going to become how much? 6 how much? 6 8s. How much? 48. Okay, 6 8s are 48. Remain with a 2. Okay, now you have been already put a point, take a 0. Then next 6 how much? 6 3s are 18. So how much remained? 2 remain. Okay, so then if it is 2 remain means again we have put a 0, right? Then again 6 3s are 18. Then again remain how much? 2 remain. Again if we take a 0, again we get it as a 3. That will be 18. If you go on doing it, it will be end, no end, right? If I am going to do here, again 6 3s are 18. Again I am going to get it as a 2 only. So what is happening here? 3 is continuously repeating. So that we can mention 35 divided by 6 is equal to 5.83333333, right? That I will show with a one of a bar. This bar says that it is repeating. So we can say this is a non-terminating and repeating. Non-terminating and repeating. We can say this as a repeating, recurring, anything. Okay, so it is the second type. Okay, we go for the next one more type. Next I go for the third one. That is the third example. It is not there in your textbook. That is 22 divided by 7. So here if it is 7 is a divisor, 22 is a dividend. Okay. So then 7 tables you know, right? Because you are in 9th grade, you need to be known. Okay. 7 3s are 21. Remained with 1. Okay. So 1 is less than 7. So what I need to do? Put a point, take a 0. Then next 7 1s are 7. Remained with a 3. Already I put a point, I can take a 0. Then again 7 4s are 28. Remained with 2. Point is given, I can take a 0. Next 7 2s are 14. Remained with 6. Correct now? So take a 0. Then next 7 how much are? 7 7s are 49. Next 7 8s are 50. Then next like that you should go on making it. 7 8s are 56. Remained with 4. Then next again you take a 0. 7 5s are 35. Then again remained with a 5. So if it is remained with a 5, then I can take it as a top like this. 5, I can mention it as a 0. Then next 7 7s are 49. Then remained with 1, I can take up a 0. Then next 7 1s are 7. Remained with a 3. Then again if I take a 0, 7 4s are 28. Is it is going to terminate? 2 remained. Okay. So like this it will go on continuously repeating. If you go like this to do many ways, it will not end. So it is called as non-terminating decimal expansion. It is been mentioned as non-terminating decimal expansion. Okay, these are the 3 examples I have been revised you people. Like that it is there in your exercise 1.3 that I have to do, right? So I will do it. Check it out children. Here in the example, first I have been seeing everything. So like that in the exercise number 1.3, here the question is, write the following in the decimal form and say that what kind of a decimal expression each has. Okay, so it has been mentioned over here, that is the which one? In this decimal form, which decimal form it is getting, and decimal expression each has, means there are many. In that first question is 36 divided by 100. So directly we can mention it over here, but according to the which one method we have to do. Okay, so here 100 is there in the denominator, that is coming as a divisor. 36 is over here. Okay, so then we want to divide this, it is not possible. But what we have to do is we need to take a point. Okay, if I take a point, I can take up a 0. So the next 100 3s are 300. Remained with 0 6 0. Okay, so it is 60 remain. Okay, so then next already put a point now. So take a 600. Okay, so then next 100 6 are 600. I left out with nothing. So it is 0 0 0. So then which kind of a decimal expansion? It is terminating decimal expansion. Terminating decimal expansion. Decimal expansion. Understood children? The second one is, now the question they gave is 1 divided by 11. So in this 1 divided by 11, what is divisor? Yes, 11 is a divisor, 1 is a dividend. So here 1 is less than the 11, right? So what I have to do? I have to take a point first. If you want, you can take a 0 also. So if I take a 0 over here, again it is 10. Correct now? 10 is less than the 11. So what I have to do? I can do. I know the 11 table, right? 11 zeros are 0. So if it is in 10, 0 has gone means I got a 10. So the next I have been put at this one point, right? So that I can take a 0. The next 11 9s are 99. If I subtract 100 in the 99, 99 in the 100 means here I get a 1. So here 0 zeros. Okay, so then next what I have to do? I already put a point, I can take up a 0. Correct now? So then again this is a 10 which is less than 11. So what I need to do? As I know 11 zeros are 0. So I remained with, yes, tell me, 10. So then what I have to do? Then next point is put so that I can take up a 0. So then next 11 nines are 99, remained with 1. Just see above, here it is 09, 09 is repeating. So that it is called as a, yes, it is non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion. It is non-terminating and recurring or repeating decimal expansion. Okay, so understood children now? What is this, recurring and non-recurring? We go for the next one now. Yeah, now we go for the third question. The third question is 4 whole 1 divided by 8. 4 whole in the sense 4 integer 1 by 8. So how to do this? First you can convert it into improper fraction, right? 8 4s are 32 plus 1 is 33 divided by 8. This can be operated, right? So we take 8 as a divisor, 33 as a dividend. Okay children? So the next we need to go for making a weights. Yes, 8 4s are 32, remained with a 1. Okay, 1 is less than the 8. So that is the reason I need to put a point, take a 0. So 8 1s are 8, remained with 2. So I already put a point now, so that I can take a 0. 8 2s are 16. So then next remained with a 4. Okay. So then next I already put a point, I can take up a 0. 8 how much are? 8 5s are 40. Okay. 8 5s are 40 means I remained with 0 0. Okay. Then it is a which kind of a decimal expansion? Terminating decimal expansion. So that I can write 4 integer 1 divided by 8 is equal to 4.125. Okay, 4.125, it is terminating decimal expansion. Terminating decimal expansion. So like this children, there are few more examples. Okay, we can do that one in the next class. If you have any doubt regarding these problems, you can call and contact me. Okay children, bye bye.